money, and she all of mine. I'ma take my time, do it how we want. Just to set the mood, girl, I brought some modern day and Chardonnay. She's all alone, I'ma take my time, do it how we want. Just to set the mood, girl, I brought some modern day and Chardonnay. So just let the song play, the long way, the strong way. It's all day, it's always. This was all inspired by a little Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. She's all alone, I'ma take my time, do it how we want. Just to set the mood, girl, I brought some modern day and Chardonnay. So just let the song play, the long way, the strong way. It's all day, it's always. This was all inspired by a little Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. She's all alone, I'ma take my time, do it how we want. Just to set the mood, girl, I brought some modern day and Chardonnay. So just let the song play, the long way, the strong way. It's all day, it's always. This was all inspired by a little Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. This was all inspired by a little Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay.
Undermine me and backstab me, but I can see clearly now the rain is gone, the pain is gone, but what you did was still wrong. There was a few times I needed your support, but you tried to play me like an indoor sport, like racquetball, tennis, pool, whatever. All I know is that you attempted to be clever. Nevertheless, cleverness can impress, cause now you've been exposed like a person undressed, and I can see through you, cause I'm the guru. And what you gonna do when I start to step to you? Cause when I pay you back, I'll be hurting you, and this ain't no threat, so take it personal. Rappers and art, you can't own no no loops. It's how you hook 'em up in the rhyme style, true. So don't even think you could say someone bit off of your weak beat. Come on, you need to quit. I flip lines and rhymes that never sound like yours. There ought to be laws against you yapping your jaws. Originality overflows in me, and the truth is that you wish you could live the life I live and kick the lyrics I kick. But bear in mind that you can think this quick. So Premier drops beats for me to say verses to. And if I sound doper, then take it personal. Don't be mad cause I don't come around the way like I used to. I don't have time these days. I'm keeping busy making power moves. And don't try to say I don't remember you. You shouldn't let your jealousy show like that. I stopped coming by cause of the way you act. Telling my business to kids I don't even know. You're like a daytime talk show, and that's low. So you can tell everyone that I'm jerking you. And if you don't like it, kid, take it personal.
Let's do a sound check. Let me see if you hear me. Let me know if you hear. It's been a few days. Just a few days. Happy New Year to everyone. If you come on here talking about Happy New Year's, especially if you write it, you're getting blocked. It's Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone, man. Thank you for being here. I know there's going to be a few, just a few of you, because I didn't announce that I was coming on today. I didn't really say anything about starting back this week. I haven't done any of that. None of that. Man, if you guys understood, I have done a detox. I have done an unbelievable detox of social media. I've stayed away from social media. I've stayed away from, everything. Social media is actually the base of the whole situation. I guess you could say radio is social media as well, but I've stayed away from it all. And the reason why I've stayed away from it, man, I needed a detox. I had a busy 2024. And the only way that I could stay focused on the things I needed to do was not to pay attention to what everybody else had going on. I had to pay attention to, I got to focus on what's going on with me, with Wyatt, and my family and my situations and things of that nature. So I take time off. I take time off to detox from this. This is almost like dope. Some of you know what I'm talking about because I've seen drug addicts talk to one another and they can relate. It just keep calling me, man. It just keep calling me. This is like base. You understand? And I mean, some of us don't want to admit it, but it truly is. And I just want to say something about this real fast, if you don't mind. Listen to this. We got to stop calling these things right here cell phones. All right. We have to stop calling these cell phones. We have to stop calling them phones. They're not really phones. Okay. They're computers that you can actually make phone calls on. Okay. They're more of a computer than they are a phone. They do a lot more than what a phone can actually do. These are computers. These are handheld computers that can be abused, that can abuse you, that can actually, and I'm probably killing myself today. I'm probably killing the crowd today. Oh, wait a minute. Is the sound bad, Seabreeze? Let me check the sound if you guys don't mind. Let's check the audio. Okay, let's try this. Is this a little bit better? I haven't been on for a while, so I don't know. I don't know how we sound. Is this a little bit better, Sea Breeze? Help me out. David Herring, what's good? I see you got the checklist: cap, glasses, towel, mug, mic, turtleneck, camera. You added, okay, we adding a few for 2025. Is that what we doing, D? We're adding a few for 2025. You added a few things. I don't wear turtlenecks. Camera, yes. I don't know. Fancy background, yes. Just a little something different for 2025. But look, let me get back to this real fast. We got to stop calling these things cell phones. These are not cell phones. These are computers that happen to be able to make phone calls. Started out a cell phone, but it's much more mature now at this point. Way more mature. And I mean, they are addictive. They lead your life. They control your thoughts. People don't want to believe that. But this thing called algorithm is a deep, deep thing. It can keep you drenched in the things that you want to know, whether it's right or wrong information. It'll keep you drenched. It'll just keep you flooded with it. Okay, thank you, Sea Breeze. I appreciate it. Said it sounds a little bit different than you normally do, but it's not a showstopper. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll work on that. We'll work on it afterwards. Okay. And, you know, I had to take a break from my computers and my algorithms and things of that nature. And a lot of people who reach out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know, I've been in a small little shell handling my end of the year business, handling things that I know needed to be handled. And we're back. We're here in 2025. There's nothing unusual for me to take a week or two off at the end of the year. I believe I did it last year as well. For those that know that I'm not really going anywhere. I mean, we are what we are over here. You know, we don't really talk about the regular stuff that you're used to customly hearing every day on either other podcasts or radio or what you watch on television news or whatever. We don't really go for all of that. You know, it's not. We'll mention it. We'll tap dance on it a little bit, but it's not our regular thing. And but I want to thank everybody for being here. There's a couple of things I want to go over today. I'm not going to just talk about how my year went. 2024 was a bounce back year. 2023 was really tough for me individually, quite honestly. And 24 was supposed to be a bounce back. And 25, I'm going to talk a little bit about going into 2025. 2025 for me is going to probably be one of my best years in the last 4 to 5 years. And the reason why I do that, I'm saying that, is because of some of the foundation I've been able to lay. And I'm actually looking for the development of that foundation to sprout this year in 2024. I have in 2025, excuse me. I have very little doubt that it'll fail. You understand? I just, you can't do this much and everything just fail or go wrong. So 2025, me personally, I am looking for big and bright things to happen. And I'm hoping the same thing happens for everyone who has planted any seeds and you need them to grow or you want them to grow in 2025. Speaking of that, let me just say this. Happy New Year, Tiffany Daniels. What's good with everybody? Twin, what's happening? What's happening with everybody? Let me just say this. The investment club, stock club starts this Friday. So get ready. We got a few people already in the chat, already in the club, and already have their Cash App account set up. And when we meet this Friday, we're going to link up and I will explain to everyone the whole process. Only if you're in the investment club. Now, y'all know I'm gonna be a little rusty today, right? Because I haven't spoke to you guys in it's been 2 weeks. So I'm a little rusty. I got a lot on my mind and I'm thinking of it all at the same time as I speak. And it gets a little, clustery, you get a little stuttery and things of that nature. So I'm apologizing to you now. That all being said, we going forward in 2025. So if you're ready to get on that train of the stock club, the investment club. This Friday, we're going to go ahead and get down. Now, it's not going to be too late this Friday. You know, I got to tell some people that. I have to say, Friday is the cutoff. Friday is it. If you don't do it on Friday, we're not letting anyone else in. No, I'm a firm believer of never leaving anybody behind. I don't leave people. Yeah, AK-47. There is a separate chat for it. If you need me to send you an invite, feel free to send me. Let me know. I'll send it to you. Sean D. Nutter, what's good? I was told that you bought a box. D. Ross reached out to me and said you bought a box. A couple other people here on the show, the family, bought a box. The V box, the TV box. Let me know right here live in real time how you love it. If you don't like it, just let me know you don't like it. But if you love it, let me know and let the people in here know what it's doing for you right now. Because it saved me a lot of money in 2024. It really did. I got mine at the beginning of 2024, probably right into the end of 23. And I told y'all I was going to give it 1 year before I introduced it to everyone. And I was going to give it 1 year to function properly and to save me the money that it's been saving me, and to give me the proper service that it's been giving me. And it's paid off for me. It's paid off for me. And I want to thank anybody that may have taken advantage of that same situation. You get all local channels. It's an amazing purchase. I don't see anything wrong with it. I haven't broke any laws. I wouldn't do it on the air. I wouldn't break any laws to save money. I'm just not that type of person. However, it has been able to save me money. And there are other devices out there that can do what this device does. This just happens to be one of the better devices. I mean, you can go to Walgreens, you can go to CVS, you could go to Walmart and buy an antenna that'll do this same thing. They just won't have the same type of channels. They don't offer the same amount of money. Sean says, I love it. Trying to get the Mrs. on board. I'm thinking about getting a second one. Yeah, I don't even want to tell you how many that I have because of how many rooms I have. So I don't want to tell you how many I have on the air. Reach out. I'll reach out to you later, maybe after the show, Sean D. Nutter, and let you know how many I have. Every last one of them. I'm just not going to unplug the box and carry it from room to room. I'm not going to put it in my bag and get on a flight and take it wherever I'm going. I'm not going to do that. Wherever I'm going, it's going to be there already. That's how much I love it. You know, I watch all the games, watched everything. Anyway, let me move on, man. Let me move on. But I hope you love it. I hope me saying, me giving it to you on the show was worth it to you guys. I know a few other people. I haven't seen them log in. So I'm not going to mention their names. They may not want me to say anything. Roz says he bought 5. We're right there in the same ship, Roz. I'm not even going to lie to you, brother. I was a little embarrassed to say that I had 5. Let's see here. I got 4 boxes right here. 4 of the boxes right here. I know I have a 5th because my daughter actually has it in Nashville. So I know that I've bought 5 myself personally. And just to let you know, those are my personal boxes. Those aren't boxes that I sell. I don't sell the boxes. This is just me shooting D. Ross some business. He's been a good guy. He's been above board. He's always come through when he said he was going to come through. I've never had an issue. And I've had one issue, and it was an issue that was not in his control. And it was something about the shipping, but it ended up being the mistake of UPS or wherever they shipped it. They made a mistake. It wasn't him at all. That all being said, thanks for being here. Let's take a drink. For those that know, you know I drink tea. I'm a little rusty today, guys. Fame from the Betting Show says, I'm not going to ask Wyatt anymore to join the stock club since he hasn't sent me the invite. I just guess he doesn't want me in. Damn, you finally figured it out, huh, Fame? We don't want you in there. I'm only playing. You got to be careful. People don't think I have much of a sense of humor, so I say things. I have a dry sense of humor. I say things, they take me serious, and then they run off with it. Now he's mad. He probably hung up before he even heard me say, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But I was just playing, Frank. I didn't know you wanted to be in Fame. Reach out to me, bro. I've talked to you more than I've talked to almost anybody with sidebar conversations. I didn't know that you wanted to um be in the club, in the investment club. I'm sorry about that, bro. Just reach out, let me know. It's not that hard. The first step is to just get a Cash App account. Just get a Cash App account and let me know you're ready, and we'll be ready to do what we do. This is not going to be brain surgery, guys. This is going to be a way that we make money all together. We're going to make money or we're going to lose money all together. I firmly believe that it hurts less when you have a group of people going through pain with you. If we lose some money, it's going to feel better because we all doing it together. But if we make money, it's just as pleasurable. We make money, and we're going to feel good about making this money. Now, for all y'all that's used to making fast cash, if you think this is the way that we're going to make fast cash, it's not. This is a slow roll. This is an honest, slow roll dollar, and it's worth it. It's something that we can make up. We can make, build it up, pass it on to generational, pass it on to our kids. It's one of the things that I did for Christmas, for the holidays. I passed along some stocks to my daughters. They don't really get it yet. They would rather have a nice shiny box with great gift wrapping and a big bow on it and a great gift inside. They don't really want a portfolio of 15 stocks. I know they really don't want that, but that's more valuable than any gold chain or any watch or any I don't know, a gift card that you can possibly give to anyone. One of my things is what I've tried to teach my children, or what I've always tried to tell my kids, is get the best value for your buck, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, get the best value for your buck. And some of us, I use food to kind of make that example. We all know that once you buy a piece of fruit, or you buy I don't know, a hamburger or whatever, once you buy it, it's gone, right? You paid for it, and it's gone. You get no return on it. It's a necessity, right? Food is a necessity. However, there is a thing of investing in good food, better food, fruits, vegetables, things of that nature. So that's getting the best value for your dollar. Just because it's a dollar that you'll never see again doesn't mean that it can't be a good dollar of investment. Doesn't mean that it can't have a return in a different kind of way. And in this kind of way, it's a healthy kind of way. So that's all I'm saying. D. Ross, there he is. Just talked about you, brother. I must have talked you up. Want to say happy New Year to you. And I just talked about those. Thank you. I hadn't gotten any complaints. Now, you know how we do. D. Ross, you know how we do. If anybody that came from my family over here, our family over here, had any complaints, they not gonna holler at you, bro. They gonna call me. They gonna reach out to me. Hey, what's up with your mans and them? What's up with your mans and them, bro? What's up with your mans and them with this raggedy ass shit? What's up with this man with your mans and them? So I haven't received any of those calls, knock on wood. So that sounds like you've been taking care of your business and doing what you need to do, D. Ross. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully, you'll get more people that'll look out for you. Look up to you. Listen, man, let me talk about a couple things. 2025 for me is going to be exciting. The reason why I say it's going to be exciting is because I'm going to make it exciting. I am not going to sit back here and say, watch out, it's about to be a bumpy road. I am not about to say, put your seatbelt on, it's about to be effed up out here. See, I don't even want to be around nobody like that. We control our own destiny. All right. And it's always been that way. And I mean, it kills me, as if it hasn't been a bumpy road, as if it hasn't been effed up out here. I keep trying to tell y'all, when they was talking about the economy is good, the economy is good. Okay. Look at the credit card debt that's going on. Oh, we had the best spending in 3 years this Christmas. Every year is the best from last year because people don't care. People will run up. This is America. People will look at the deficit. If the government can't control spending, how the hell individuals? Think about it. Credit card debt is at an all-time high. That's Christmas. That's the great economy. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Anyway, it's going to be a good 2025. It's going to be a great 2025. And the reason why I say that is because I've planted seeds. And if you want it to be a great 2025, plant great 2025 seeds. Don't plant no, oh, put your seatbelt on seeds. Oh, it's about to be a such and such seed. Don't do that. That's crazy to me. It's dysfunctional. You don't even know. I just wish I could have planted those 2025 bingo playoff seeds. I'm gonna tell you, I got more reason to hate. If I hate anybody, it's gonna be them damn Kansas City Chiefs. I can't stand the fact that Kansas City had somewhat our destiny as a Bengal fan. Kansas City had our destiny in their hands, and I can't stand it. Now it's our fault. It's our fault as Bengals. You know, we lost those early games. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that one day. I just don't feel like it now. These are open wounds right now. These are wounds that I just can't. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. We should not have lost to the Patriots. We should not have lost to Kansas City. You know, there's reasons why we lost those games, not just one play. But those type of games come back and haunt you. And they did. And Kansas City, I can't stand y'all. I don't even like your barbecue anymore. I can't stand you. And you know why I don't? Some of y'all might not understand this, but I'm going to tell you this right now. They sat back and played square defense, zone defense, a whole game, which means they were giving up the run, giving up the pass. That's Kansas City because they didn't have anything to play for. Win or lose, they still had the number 1 seed. They just went in there, went through the motions. They just showed up because they had to play. That's it. If they could have forfeited and it wasn't so much money on the line, they would have just forfeited the game. We ain't coming out there, man. It's cold. We're going to stay at home. We chilling. If Kansas City really could do that, they would have done it. But network deals and things of that nature, the NFL rules and all that, you can't do that. But if they could have just sat back and took a forfeit and didn't show up, that's what they would have done. Andy Reid went out there. He was eating hot dogs and popcorn and had a soda in his hand and shit. He was out there. He was just watching third-string players play against the first-string Denver Broncos and got blown out 38-0. What Kansas City team have you seen in the last 10 years get beat 30? Other than a Kansas City team that is not out there to win, not trying to win. Just they had bro. Come on, man. And everybody knew that the Bengals we needed the Chiefs to knock off Denver, and we needed the Jets to knock off Miami. Shout out to the Jets. The Jets did what they were supposed to do. You understand? Shout out to the Jets. They were able to beat Miami. That got us an inch closer to the playoffs. But Kansas City, I don't respect you for that. And granted, let's just be honest. If I was the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, I would not have played all my starters. But I would have went out there and tried to win. I mean, you know, unless you're afraid of the Cincinnati Bengals, unless you didn't want the Bengals in the playoffs. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was strategic. Maybe they didn't want to see them come through the back door and creep up on them for that NFC championship game. Maybe they didn't want to see that happen. But I can't respect the Kansas City Chiefs for what they did. I respect them for not playing their starters. Okay, I get that. But to go out there and just kind of play like a prevent defense the whole time, that makes no sense to me. To go out there and not try to win makes no sense to me. And I'm a little pissed off about that with them. Let me go to the phone lines before I get started on some of the things I want to talk about. I got to learn how to work these phone lines. It's been so long. Let me see what we got here. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
What's up, Ken, folks?
Hey, what's going on? Twin, what's good, brother?
Mike ain't called, man. I'm glad you're back. Happy New Year to you and your family. People in the chat. You did. We back and stuff. It's about to be a prosperous year, Wyatt.
I'm glad. You planting some seeds?
Man, I'm trying to, man, I hope it manifests itself, man.
Okay.
And everything, you know, people talking about this, like you said a little while ago. Man, this man gonna make it hard for us. He gonna do that, and if your man focus on waking up on Trump, what are you gonna do? That's on you. I'm focusing on my family and kids, working out better for them, man. If I leave this world, that's all. That's it, man. Ain't about no Trump and all that, because I'm not out to feed in that. And why? One thing I do believe in is prayer, man. That's one thing I do. I asked Lincoln, don't you pray for your enemies? He was like, no. Like, man, you should pray for everybody, man, because we all need prayer. Regardless of anything, people go through situations every day, man. You never know what a person's going through. Just pray for them, man. Let it be a better day or whatever, better time or whatever. But you know what? I'm not gonna let Trump or whatever, shut me down, because I don't think about that.
How would he shut you down?
That's what I'm saying. They can get up on here on the radio, podcast, whatever. He go do this. He go do that. We go do that. He go send us back.
Well, send us back where? Send us back where?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's why I hear. That's why ever since he got voted in or whatever, I mean, that's all I hear about. Where you gonna send it to? How you gonna shut us down? Let me know. What switch is he using? If anything, they need to focus on all this so-called terrorists they saying happening and everything. That's what they need to focus on. Y'all worry about some government and all that thing. You worry about all this terrorists, what's going on in New Orleans and all that. What's up with that, man?
Well,
y'all focus on the wrong thing.
Well,
y'all worry about him. The people not going to his inauguration. Mississippi Valley State. Okay, what a Divine Nine and the other people, Black Lives Matter, all that money they pull up. People who used to go to their college or whatever, celebrity or alumni, whatever, used to go to their college. Where their money at? Why happened to their money they put up, donate every year? Why they couldn't help them out? Come on, man. Y'all talking about the wrong thing at the wrong time or whatever. It is what it is, and y'all get mad because any inauguration been on January 20th, so what's the difference? All you having on Martin Luther King's birthday. If you look at every map, whatever, backdated, every inauguration is on the 20th, Wyatt. So I don't know what these people screaming about now. Now it's a problem. Well, go help them people that are trying to get to inauguration. I wouldn't go help and stuff because they going to represent Trump when they should be representing ML. Don't y'all represent Marty Martin every year or whatever? So ain't no difference. See, America's messed up, man. It's a messed up situation, but it is what it is.
Well, let me say this about what you just said, because you just said a whole lot. I am so removed from what you're talking about right now. That's what gives me my peace of mind the last 2 weeks, because I didn't realize that it was on, I haven't even been thinking and talking about any of that type of stuff. And that's what's giving me my peace. Because
I'm sorry, Wyatt. If I messed up your whole day or whatever, bring it up. I'm sorry.
I'm not suggesting that.
But it's my thing. My thing. I'm tired of hearing about the bull crap. What we can do and what we can't do. You sit up there and focus your mind on Trump and everything. You're not gonna make it, man. If you feel like that's your God-given earth, whatever, no, you're not gonna make it. But your whole focus on, man, he gonna do it now. No, man. I don't think about that negative, man. I think positive. And I'm not with that old crazy energy, man. What type of thing then that curse gonna come up on me? Now Twin gotta think negative all the time, man.
Hey, Twin, I got a question for you though that I'm thinking of, man. I was just looking down at my notes and I seen my Bengals, right? I have a question for you. Where did the Chicago Bears end up? What was their record this year?
5-12. I know you about to. I know you about to clown me.
No. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
They finished 5-12.
Wait a minute, hold on, man. I got a bad connection. I got a bad connection in the phone. Where did they finish? How much? What was it?
You ain't got no bad connection. You trying to be fun. 5-12. And I know I predicted 15-2, whatever.
What?
But I thought we started off good, man. We started off good.
Yeah, so did the Patriots.
Huh? So did who?
So did the Patriots. They started out good too. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish, right?
Yeah, and we had 99 problems in the locker room, and they weren't clicking right, man. We supposed to won them games, man. We definitely supposed to won it. We had the right weapons and everything. Just like your Bengals, y'all had power, but this what messed y'all up, Wyatt. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
When he gave that man that contract, that threw Chase and Higgins off their square.
When he gave who the contract?
When they gave Joe Burrow that contract.
Oh, okay.
Well, they got thrown off their square, man. They're like, man, hold on. We've been doing this, gunning and all this and everything. You get this man this contract, and we've been fighting out here. Don't get me wrong, that's our quarterback. What about us, Mike Brown? And he had the attitude like, I don't care. That's my quarterback. I'm going to pay him. Y'all just wait. See, we already black folks get the end of the tail.
But now, wait a minute. Hold on, Twin. You might want to stick with the Chicago Bear talk about them 5-12 guys over there, because if you really think about it, Jamar Chase is not even in his final year of his contract. They just picked up his 5th-year option. The only one that's been here before Burrow.
What you mean I can't talk about them and I put money? I got money against them every week. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about.
Okay, well, brother,
I'll take that back.
Well, let me explain what I'm saying to you. And let me just clear one thing up. Just because you bet on them don't mean you know anything about them. What you bet on? What did you bet on the Bengals? You bet what on?
I bet it. I put a lot of money on.
No. I'm saying, what was your bet? No, not the amount. You was betting for them to do what?
It'd be I bet that they win.
Okay, you bet that they win, and they did some winning, so you made money, right?
Man, no, some close games I lost. When I knew they supposed to have them games like the KC and Baltimore game, they came up 3 points short.
Right. Okay. So I think you were kind of misunderstanding where I was going when I said you should concentrate on Chicago team, because you tend to know more about the Chicago Bears, except what they running record is going to be. You know more about their lineup and all that than we do here in Cincinnati, because you from Chi. That's why I was giving you that little push to talk about the Bears, because when you say things like when they gave Joe Burrow that money that messed up Chase and Higgins, I can't agree with that, because Joe Burrow was up for the money. Higgins is the only one that should be upset. Jamar Chase.
Well, you up for the money, right? But still, that's still your whole. Did you feel some type of way, man? When you out there grinding and everything, just like he is. Come on, man.
What I'm saying to you,
Higgins. I understand what you're saying.
I agree. I think that they possibly could lose Higgins for how they played the game of the franchise tag game. But that.
Right, did you watch them 3 games, man, when he was playing Chase? Higgins was hurt. But did you watch them game how frustrated he was? He was catching the hell with it. That got to his head, man. If he was watching the game he ain't running like he should.
Twin, I understand.
He feeling some type of way. Come on, man.
I mean, he sat out the preseason, so you know it was something going on with negotiations.
Yeah.
I get that. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is it's a business before anything else. And when you look at the business of it, you have to make the business has to make sense for that argument that you're holding up to stand. And I just don't know if your argument is standing up. If any of them should be angry, it should be T. Higgins, but he was compensated for the dumbass negotiations by the Bengals with his contract by giving him a franchise tag. He's making over $20 million this year. He just don't have a long-term deal. Look, here's the good thing about what these brothers are doing. They running it up on them. Even if they don't play for the Bengals, wherever they go, they're going to get top shelf dollar. That's more important. That's more important to them as businessmen than loyalty from an organization. I guarantee you that. So from the outside looking in, if I wasn't a Bengal fan, I would be looking at these 2 guys and saying, hey, bro, they about to rob the Brinks truck for how much money they about to get because of how well they played under those contract conditions. You see what I'm saying? As a Bengal fan, I want to tie them guys up for life. But it don't work like that. It just don't work like that in the NFL. So I'm not going to get emotionally attached to an organization that should be doing what they're supposed to do for the fans' benefit, because it's not about the fans. It's about the business of the team. And that's how the Chicago Bears do the same thing.
I mean, we had a chance, man. It's just bad coach. We ain't been right since nothing.
Y'all didn't have no chance. Y'all didn't have no chance. You talking about the Bears?
We had a chance, man. It's bad coach.
Y'all had a chance the first 3 years. I mean, first three games of this season. That's it. It was over after that.
Yeah, whatever.
It was, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. No, it ain't my opinion. The numbers show it. Look, you got a rookie quarterback I told you wasn't really going to be that good this year. It's not because he's not good. It's the NFL is different, bro. Them guys he was throwing touchdowns against last year, they work at Taco Bell and they frying hamburgers now. You understand what I'm saying? They're not in the league. And what happens, these young quarterbacks, bro, they get on film. And once these defensive coordinators and these guys that's running 4-3 and 4-4 and can catch just as well as receivers get to know what you can do, and you can't outrun linebackers like you could in college, bro, it's a different game. You're a different quarterback. You got a whole different learning process out there. And that's why it's hard to be
he's bad coach. I don't care how you put it, man. He's bad coach. I don't care what you say. I don't agree with what you saying. It's bad coaching. Because we could have won them games that we supposed to won.
And the Bengals could have won their games too.
You said what?
And the Bengals could have won a few of those games as well.
Man, that dude right there is something else. That Taylor, he's something else. Like last week, what was that? A minute and 31 seconds, and you didn't need to take a knee so you can run the clock out and everything. They could have been kicked the field goal, run the clock out. They only had two timeouts left, but now you want to punch it in with Barrow when you should have just kneeled down.
Well, he okay.
He was. You saw the game.
Yeah, I thought you were saying that he should have took a knee. Didn't he try to take a knee? You talking about Brown?
No,
himself?
I'm talking about before Barrow. Remember, if he would have just took it, he would have never went in overtime. Remember?
Oh, that's some different. Now I give you that. We went in overtime because we didn't take 6 points. We didn't kick 2 field goals. And I keep trying to.
No, I'm saying he would have kicked. If he would have took that knee, run the clock out or whatever, they wouldn't have none. They would have used their time. It was a minute and 31 seconds left, but Joe Burrow took it in. Remember?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They scored the
but
points.
He should have just hold on. They just took the knee and kicked the field goal.
I'm a firm believer. Take.
Hey, what else new, man?
Nothing. What you got going on in 25? You started anything yet? Have you set goals for 2025? You ready?
I've been talking to my sister about real estate.
Okay, that's a good start.
So that's what my main focus on.
Okay.
Right now, real estate. Trying to own me, so I'm trying to, retire and everything. Got 401k going and everything, but I'm trying to really focus on that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, and then seeing my brother been, talking about food trucks and everything. That's what he's been hollering about. So
food trucks.
That's what that's what he's talking about. Like, man, I'd rather do food trucks on the weekend. So I'll help you out if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Then I got my brother in Florida. He was talking about how we can just get what's that, Sprinter and everything, and how he make, because that's all he did with celebrities down there in Tampa. So he got his own business. He was putting us on game. We had talked to him on the phone. He was putting us on game how to run things. I was like, oh, that sounds like, he said, you can make money. I said, I see. So that's what my main focus on right now. Like,
okay, well, that's good. Yeah. Those are positive and great things. And even if you haven't started planting those seeds, maybe you should start planting them in 25, brother.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I told my twin brother. I said, man, this our year. I told my claim in the name of Jesus, man. I said, this our year. I said, God brought us down here for a reason, because I told you, we would have been doing some more time, man. I said, I'll wait for you just like you wait for me to get out the joint. We was going to flip this city again. So, God brought me.
Flip it in a positive way, of course.
Huh?
So you guys are going to flip it in a positive way.
I mean, my mindset was to, do what I was doing, right? To be honest, but, God said, no, go to Cincinnati, because, I didn't want to come here.
Okay.
I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about Cincinnati. But it always stuck to me when I did them 4-5 years in the joint. Why? It always sticks in the back of my head. Either give money or go back to the joint or whatever, or go to Cincinnati. I had different options. I'm like, man, it always stuck to me. Mama said, go to Cincinnati. That's my blessing is. And then, I've been blessed. I can't complain. I wake up every day, thanking God going to work. But, I'm on a positive note, 2025, and I'm claiming why, regardless of anything. I don't listen to stupid people crazy people that say ignorant stuff out there. Now, I get on here and stuff and make it wear a show. Do a little joke and all that, but other than that, man, stuff don't mean nothing to me. But, I listen to you because you speak, positive and, you go against whatever. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You don't choose no side. Okay. If it's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong.
Man, I got a quick question for you, then I got to go. How many years have you been in Cincinnati? That don't require a story.
How long? The bounty hunters came and got me 02, 03.
You couldn't start without a story, huh? You couldn't just say 15 years, 10 years, 12.
I got to count it up. So I left there, did 4, 5, came back 08. So 08 to now is what? About maybe 10, 16 years, maybe.
All right.
Something like that, 13 years, maybe.
It's time to plant a flag here, brother. Why don't you invest in the city of Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Invest. Find something to invest in. Find something to get an LLC in your in your city. Yeah. This is now your home. This is now your home.
Right.
All right, brother.
Right.
And if I were you, I would buy stock in Kroger. It's doing well.
I already got stuff.
All right.
I'm doing good right there.
Appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you, man. Hey,
be safe. And next time, give people heads up. You ain't gonna be here. Something happened. The plugs came loose or something.
I didn't know.
Let us know something, regardless. You looking at your Facebook message or a timeline. At least know you still in the land of the living.
Okay, twin. I apologize for not letting you know how.
You ain't gotta apologize. Just be more careful.
I apologize for not letting you know how I'm moving.
Wyatt. I'm glad you're back.
I know, man. Peace and love to you, man. Let's
start
this 2025 off the right way. There was twin, no yelling. He didn't blow a gasket. He left off, I believe, on a positive note, saying he's going to do something good in 2025. I hope so. I don't have any doubt. I mean, twins reached out a couple times and asked a couple questions. And, it involved his family members and them wanting to do some type of business venture with one another. And if there was any way that I could help, I would try to point them in the right direction. But that's always a good thing, man. It's good to see people doing positive things and controlling your own destiny and just giving yourself a chance. You understand? Just giving yourself a chance. So I appreciate that. What's new for 2025? What's on your list? What's on your list? What do you plan on doing for 2025 is going to be different? And I don't mean to look, if you come in here with that Planet Fitness shit, man, I just already broke one of mine. I said I was going to stop cursing for 2025. You guys have to understand, I don't curse in the office. I don't curse to any of my clients. I don't curse when I'm conducting business. I only tend to slip a few curse words out when I'm doing my volunteer job, when I'm doing this podcast. That's when I usually can open up and I guess I'm more real here than I am anywhere, because I do hold back what I want to say. I do say it the way I want to say it. I give you my feelings here. Sometimes I hold my feelings back in other places. I hold back what I want to say. I don't say it the way I really want to say it. I have to conduct myself in a certain manner to be respected. Here on the podcast, it's a little bit different. It's almost like I can say what I want to say as far as how I may say it. And there's not really any repercussions. You know what I mean? I could say a few things as far as not how I feel about it, but I mean how I say what I mean. You know what I'm saying? A few little cuss words. What's new for your 2025? Is this is going to be your year to do what? And please don't put Planet Fitness, $1 down, $15 a month. Don't put that in the screen. Don't call me telling me that, because those things only pop up in December and in January. That's when they run that ad, because they know that they ain't gonna get nothing but about $45 or maybe $60 out of you, free and clear. And if you forget to take that automated, what do they call, the auto deduct off your card, they probably gonna grab about 3 more months off of you before you finally get off your lazy butt and say, listen, y'all, I need y'all to stop taking that $15 out of my account. I don't even go there anymore. They look for that. They know emotional people who could do a nice workout. You can give yourself 30 minutes of workout in your own home. You can live in an efficiency apartment and do a 30-minute workout on your own. You don't need a Planet Fitness. I'm not trying to say don't go there. I'm just saying you don't need a Planet Fitness to be in shape. Now, if you're trying to, run a marathon and start to get into some things, you want to get in some fitness and stuff like that. Yeah, you need those machines and stuff to that nature. But to just do some regular sprints, wind sprints, you could do that outside your house, your home. Maybe not today in Cincinnati, but a lot of things that can keep us in shape, you can do right in your own home, on your own floor with 3 pillows. You can do sit-ups, push-ups. You can do a lot of things right on your own. You don't have to be emotionally attached to some Planet Fitness that you're only going to go to for about 2 months, and you done it for 3 or 4 years now, and this is going to be your year to make sure you actually do it in 2025. Stop it. Stop. All right, stop fooling yourself. All right, you're not going to do that. Save the money. Save the money. So in 2025, is there anything, who can tell me, who feels comfortable telling me what they're going to do in 2025 that they feel that they'll be able to tell me that they still at it in 6 months by June? Put it in the screen right now. I tell you what I want to do. I wasn't going to do this. Anybody have a product out there? Does anybody have a product out there that they know? No, let me rephrase this. Let me rephrase it, because everybody think they got something that everybody gonna love. Everybody think they have a product or some type of service that if they was only out there and I was doing it, I'd kill them. Y'all know that. Everybody got that. I'd kill them if I could do this, if I was doing this, and if I was doing that. If I had time to write my verses, I'd kill them. I'd write a gold record. Everybody got that. Who has a product out there right now that has proven sales, that if they only had a little bit of capital behind them, they might be able to move the needle and might take their product to the next level? Who has that right now? If you had that, raise your hand. If you have that, raise your hand. You have to have proven sales. I'm not talking about somebody that's been, I've been doing this since, I've been doing this for a little while, man, on and off, and kind of sort of, who's committed to their product? Who's committed to their product? Let me see some. I got a clip. I wasn't going to play this clip today. Let me see if I have it. Y'all see that clip by Master P? Let me see if I have that clip here. This is a deep clip. This is one that I'm going to live by for 2025. I've already had this. I've had this mentality in my mind pretty much my entire life. But I want to share this clip right here that Master P said, and it makes a lot of sense. Let me see. Product game. Tanika, what do you have? Is it the cakes? Is it the cakes, Tanika? Because I noticed that you were selling. I wasn't gonna say anything because I never got any. I remember her asking. I know some people here on the show remember Tanika reaching out and saying, "Hey Wyatt, do you eat cake? Or was it pie? Was it cake? It was cake. Wyatt, do you eat cake? Well, yeah, I eat cake." And I ain't hear nothing else from her. We're off to a bad start, Tanika. But anyway, I think Tanika sells cakes. And I believe you probably have proven sales. You probably do. But watch this right here. Excuse me, I know I'm a little under the weather, just a little bit. Watch this clip right here by Master P. And for my people that have product out here or been thinking about getting a product out here or really on the fence of if they really want to push something, this is the importance of having a product and sticking behind your product. It can take you a lot of places. Now, we need support. But listen to what Master P says about product. Check it out.
But I'm out of the music industry because ain't no money in the music industry. And I know people might get mad and trip, but I'm just saying, y'all know it's a lot of things that we used to do. It ain't no money, and you know it done tapped out. They trying to figure out how to make money off of streams. When Snoop put a post up, said, man, I sold 1 billion streams. I only made this little money. Where the millions at? We knew where our money from because we had tangible goods. And that's why I got into the product game. We could actually have tangible goods. I told people all the time, product outweighs talent. Product gonna be around when we not here. Michael Jordan is still successful because of the shoes, not because him shooting balls into the hoop. That been over. Father Time did that. But guess what? Look at the business he was able to create. African-American owned. So people laugh at me, say, well, Pete, why you came up with cereal? We're the #1 consumer of cereal. Go look and see how much those big companies make off of us. And then people tell me, oh, well, you got sugar in the cereal. They've been having sugar in their cereal for 100 years. So you wouldn't want me to build a brand and a company and put money back into our community, educate our people, give our people opportunities and jobs, but y'all gonna let them do it? That's like somebody saying, don't make Snickers. If we make a Snicker, oh man, a black man got a Snicker with sugar. That was the Snicker bin had. What you want me to make? A sugar-free Snicker? We have to deprogram our mindset and stop hating on. But I'm out of the.
Let me finish what he was saying. We have to deprogram our mindset and learn to work together. Learn to access each other's resources. I'm pretty much sure that's what he was going to say. Okay, Tanika says, yes, I have pound cake and desserts. She said, I'll send you one this week. Which flavor would you like? I'm not quite sure. I thought pound cake only was pound cake. Is there lemon pound cake? Is there a difference in flavors in pound cake? Is that your thing or is that the regular thing in pound cake? I really don't know. I've only had one type of pound cake in my life. Well, I've had 2 different ones that taste different. Maybe they were different flavors. I don't know. Some pound cake has the layer of icing on it. And then my grandmother gave me this Sara Lee pound cake, which had no icing or anything on it. I used to love it as a kid. It used to come in that little aluminum foil, little tin can thing. So I'm not quite sure. But homemade pound cakes, my sister-in-law makes one that I think is crazy good. But, you know, I've made a couple suggestions to her a few times of, hey, man, you could sell that. You could sell that. And, you know, I'm not trying to, not anything against my sister-in-law. I'm just saying, like, if she don't want to go in business for herself, then no, it's not going to work. Business for yourself requires you to be passionate about whatever you're doing. Okay, you can't be part-time in it. Trust and believe part-time business owners, it's very difficult. It's hard enough being a full-time business owner and being successful. To be a part-time business owner, let me just do this. Let me keep it positive. If you're a part-time business owner and you have a successful business, imagine if you were a full-time business owner, how much more successful it would be. You could take it to a whole nother level because it's almost impossible. I'm not suggesting that it's not being done, but it is almost impossible to be a part-time business owner and to be able to function and run it properly because businesses consume you more than your children, more than your family. A lot of business owners lose their families keeping their businesses open. And there's a couple different ways that I can prove that I can tell you. Sometimes you can be in a business with your business, 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 with your business. Business with your 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 business with your